right, here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome in two of our favorite guest stars in the history of the channel. We have Anna. Elliot, you want to try it?
Tsiskarishvili.
Pretty close.
That's enough.
From Virginia, career sales over $300,000 of Cutco. Blade slinging out on the East Coast. Then we have Elliot, career sales of just over 500,000 from the Twin Cities of Minnesota. So, hey, this is what we're going to do today, everybody. We're going to tell you some jokes. And the reason why I wanted these two here is because they're two of the funniest people I know in my entire life. So we have the joke sheet, which I'm going to put in the description below. So you can just take it at the end of the video and tell whatever jokes you want from it. But we're just going to tell some off the cuff. We're going to pick some of our favorites off the sheet that you can take. So strap up. Elliot, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, sure. I'll kick it off with my very favorite Cutco joke to say in a demo because it always catches them off guard. So it's in the close. You go through kind of a serious part of the demo, and then you talk about the petite santoku, and I say this is my mom's favorite knife, super lightweight, easy to handle. The reason why she loves it, she actually calls it the baby chopper. So I don't chop a ton of babies, but it's good for pretty much everything.
Such an Elliot joke.
That is, only Elliot could pull that one off.
Yeah, that's good. That's a really good one.
One that I really like is when you're doing the forever guarantee and you get to the return policy. You're like, yeah, so we've got we've got the return policy. You read the little slide there, and if you don't like them, you can just send them back. And if for whatever reason your husband doesn't like them, you can just send him back. Priorities. And they always laugh.
Is that one even on the sheet? That is a really good one.
I actually don't think it's on the sheet.
That's
I was
great.
getting a little, not gonna lie, I was getting a little overwhelmed. There's 91 on here. I was like, oh my God, I have to pick one so fast.
I'll keep us with the forever guarantee. This one.
Does that mean that we have 92 jokes on here now?
Throw it on there. We should take it.
Take it away, Alex.
My favorite, well, as far as the forever guarantee page, I loved it. I love this one. It's, hey, we have a forever guarantee. You can pass it down generation to generation. Mrs. Jones, I don't know if you have a favorite kid yet. Get some every time. You guys didn't laugh because you don't have kids. That's why you didn't laugh. But I promise older people love that one.
Yeah. I can.
Elliot, what's your favorite joke that wouldn't land with younger people, but the elderly folk just eat it up? Or the moms and dads, I should say.
I don't really know which one you're talking about. Are you trying to get me to say?
I don't know. Pick whatever.
Probably my second favorite joke. You can only say this if you kind of have a little bit of rapport. But if you're going through after the table knives, you say, yeah, these knives are super sharp. So it'd be really dangerous to have them just floating around in a drawer. That's why we have our storage options. The most popular is definitely the solid oak wood block. Do you mind if I tell you kind of an edgy joke, Mrs. Jones? And they're like, sure. Well, I always say the blocks, they offer great protection. That way we can all practice safe sets.
Oh, geez.
Gotta be careful I say that one.
That one definitely needs rapport. For sure.
This isn't on here, but one that I heard, this is like another one of those, like, you need rapport for this jokes. So it's when you get to the close and you make a huge wish list of like 7,000, 10,000. And you're like, all right, you might want to, if you want to grab a shot of something before I tell you the price here. And it's like, same type of deal.
That's good. That's a good one. That kind of reminds me of, here's a good joke for the phone script, not the demo, but I always like to end it with when they put your name in their calendar and in the phone call with, perfect, I got you down. You could put a smiley face next to my name just so you know what I look like when I show up. And by the way, I got more jokes. Like, I'll bring the jokes, you bring the drinks. All right. Sounds good. We'll see you Thursday night. They love that.
That's good. That's good. I know they love the smiley face one for sure. I've never actually heard the rest of that. That's really good.
Elliot, What do you got next? Here's a good one. This is how I like to start the presentation. The peeler videos right away. I always like to just break the ice right away. I say, hey, look, I know lots of videos in this presentation, just so you know. Don't worry, they're all very appealing. Uh-huh.
It's cute.
Let them know right away how cheesy it's going to be.
If
Wow.
someone doesn't laugh at a pun that I do, I always will be like, come on, that was for the dads. Or like,
Oh, that's good.
pity laugh, pity laugh. And then they laugh at me because I'm laughing at myself. So if your jokes don't land, just laugh at yourself anyway.
They're either going to laugh with you or they're going to laugh at you. Either way, it's really good for your CPO.
Yeah, it is.
What else on here?
I don't even know if I've read all these. These are awesome.
Some are new. You guys know what this one is? This is Cupid's favorite knife right here. Herring knife.
Aw. Do you have a spatula spreader, Alex?
Right here.
Do you know the spatula spreader one?
Yeah, do you know this one? This is what we call the pretty lady knife, Anna.
That's cute. That's
No,
super cute.
What
Well, okay,
else?
so the variation that I like to take on that one is I'll be like, and it has this, it's got this wide blade so that you can, and I hold it up to me like a mirror and I'm like, so you can look good, cook good, and feel good. And then I hold it up to the camera like you just did. And I'm like, if you look really, really closely in there, you can see, if you look really closely, you can see the next Cutco owner. And it always makes them laugh, even if they have Cutco or don't have Cutco, regardless.
I always just say you can really see yourself using it, right?
That's also a good variation. Yeah.
There's so many jokes to that one. I like the butcher knife because I always say, have you seen the movie Aladdin? You have? Okay, well, we call this one Aladdin's knife because it will take your kitchen to a whole new world.
I was just going to say, if you're going to do it, you got to sing it.
You got to sing it if you're going to do it.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, you have to sing it. You get big time bonus points.
Wow,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to get that today from you, Elliot. Wow, what a bonus.
Hey, speaking of music and the spatula, you can tell the spatula, by the way, if you don't know this, it makes a musical note. And any customer, you can have them guess. So Anna, if you get the note right, I'll send you one of these for free. Okay, ready? Guess the note.
Talent.
Ready? Here we go. Listen. Can you hear it? Probably not with my new microphone.
We can hear it,
You can?
kind of.
It's a B sharp because your Cutco will always be sharp, Mrs. Jones. Huh?
You can also say it's a G sharp because G, that's a sharp knife.
That's good. Oh no, do you not get it? Is that a Minnesota thing or what?
That one?
What?
That's not good enough for you, Anna? Can you laugh, maybe?
Do they not say like geez where you're from or what? Gee whiz. Do people say that?
No,
They don't say, gee.
no.
Oh.
Oh, gee, let me just scoop past you there.
There we go.
Yeah, that sounds, yeah.
No one says that here. We just have y'all.
Oh.
Oh, let me just squeeze right past you.
All right, well, that one's from Central Minnesotans. You can use that one if you want.
This is nice for when you have a business card. End of demo. Customer asks, do you have a business card? And you go, yes, I do, but my cards don't cut nearly as well as my knives do.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. Or I feel like there's another really good card one on here from Burt Wicks, Elliot.
There's one that I love when they ask how much something is. Like they ask me how much the shears are, and I look at them. It's middle of the demo, and I look at them, and I'm like, oh man, Miss Jones, they're so expensive. I take it apart. Sometimes people buy one half now and one half later. Price expectation. Or they ask me how much something is, and I'm like, arm and a leg, like a mortgage on your house,
College tuition.
We'll take we'll take your firstborn child.
I normally say, yeah, I mean, that by itself is probably it's close to 6,000, but we give you some of the cookware and the rest of the set for free.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's good.
Or I've said this in the past too. Well, you remember me telling you how much we sell each year, around 300 million. Just to give you some perspective, that was like 8 or 9 sets,
And then move on.
and then move on. Yeah.
Back to the shears. There's a lot of really good with the shears. So when they cut the penny, you know how sometimes people are like, isn't that defacement of currency? I don't know if people still say that in virtual as much. You could say, no, don't worry. And then you get a penny and you say, it's not defacement. It's just a quick little haircut.
That's
Classic.
cute. I
That's
like
classic.
that.
Or the Lucas audience. Yeah. During the video, the penny, you say, yeah, by the way, we used to do these in person. So this is like an in-person thing, if you didn't know that, but we used to do in-person appointments. They moved us online during COVID because I don't know if you heard, we're having a coin shortage. So they blamed it on us. I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
What else we got? Any others? Let's pick one last one.
Oh shoot, one last one.
Pick one more each. I'm really enjoying this.
Speaking of microphone quality, you could throw a joke in. I like when you throw a joke in about how close the microphone has to be to that food when they're cutting it. Because it's like ridiculous. Sounds like the microphone's in the watermelon. It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah. It's like ASMR.
Yeah. Here's my last one. Here's my
Alright.
last one.
I got my last one too.
I love this. You make any mom, aunt, grandma, anybody smile when they say they've had their Cutco for 25 years. Oh my gosh, I've had my Cutco for 20 years. What? You bought your Cutco when you were 7 years old? Oh my gosh.
That's so good.
Investment.
That's so
Makes
good.
everyone feel so good.
That's fantastic. My last one is gotta be, just because I made this one up, so a little plug for myself, but my last one is definitely gotta be, both forks are super important. So the turning fork picks foods up, the carving fork holds the meats down. And if you ever dress up as a T-Rex for Halloween, awesome arms. And they're super pokey, so you can steal everyone else's candy. Huh?
That's really good.
Yeah, that's
You would just like that at the end. You're like,
yeah, I do.
yeah, get it,
That's good.
get it.
That's really good. Anna, what do you got? Last one.
Yeah, I don't know how often y'all do wellness mats, but I just looked at this one. I think this one's so funny. Is you get to wellness mats and you're like, yeah. So do you ever like stand sometimes? Or I do the same thing when I ask questions, like yes questions. When I get to the turning fork, I'm like, so do you ever like cook in a pan every now and then? And they're like, duh.
There's a lot of great turning fork. You could use the alarm clock joke. Get your husband out of bed. If he snores, you turn him over in bed with it. Yeah, turning fork has some good ones.
Yeah, I love the turning fork. That I go off on the turning fork.
Yeah, a lot of good ones. All right, hey, that was fun. Remember the joke sheet's in the description below. So if you want all 92 now jokes, because Anna brought a new one to the table, grab the link, share the video, pass it on, click subscribe. Elliot, Anna, any last words?
Just have some fun on your demo.
Last words.
All right, we'll see you guys next
Last
time.
words.